Hare Krishna. We continue reading from Teachings of Queen Kunti. We are on prayer number 20, which is in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, Text 37. We have been reading this prayer for a few days. We have been reading the purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, and we'll continue with it. O my Lord, you have executed all duties yourself. You are leaving us today, though we are completely dependent on your mercy and have no one else to protect us, now when all kings are at enmity with us. So Kunti Maharani is saying, you're leaving us now, Krishna. There's so many enemies. You've always stayed with us. So she's showing how the devotee is completely dependent on the Lord. Krishna always sees to the comforts of his devotees, and the devotees are always busy seeing that Krishna is satisfied. So it's not just one way. You know, when we say devotional service, people say, what is this? I have to become God's servant? All the time I have to serve him? But we see, what is God doing? God is also serving the devotee. So it's a mutual loving relationship. It's based on love. You know, when love is there, there's a mutual relationship. And a relationship with Krishna is eternal, it's transcendental, it's never going to end. Our relationships in the material world, they end either with time, with time, everything with time, either with death, or either maybe some misunderstanding, or some separation due to some reason. But our relationship with Krishna is eternal, eternal. And so the devotees, what are they doing? They are always wanting to satisfy Krishna. And what is Krishna doing? He is always busy trying to see, oh, my devotee is comfortable. So it's mutual. The devotees dress Krishna, supply him food, and always engage in serving him. And similarly, Krishna always sees to the happiness of his devotees. This is the intimate relationship between the devotee and Krishna. Every living entity has a relationship with Krishna. But when one becomes a devotee, that relationship becomes intimate. So we, each of us have a relationship with Krishna. He's there in our heart as Paramatma. He is providing us all the comforts, whatever we need. He is who's maintaining us. But when the devotee really wants to have a personal relationship with Krishna, Krishna has, agrees to that. He agrees to that. The intimate, the personal relationship is there. That is the perfection. Not only understanding that Krishna is God, that he is providing for me, he's maintaining me, he's protecting me, but understanding that each and every one of us have an intimate relationship with Krishna. Therefore, Kunti Devi says to Krishna, how can you leave us? We are your intimate friends. We are simply living by your care, by your mercy. Don't you think that we are safe? Don't think that we are safe and that you can therefore leave us. Our life is always under your mercy, for we have no shelter other than your lotus feet. Kindly don't leave us. This is Kunti's prayer. This is her mood. So there's a intimate relationship between God and the living entity, between Krishna and his devotee. And each of us has this. Each of us, without exception, doesn't matter which universe we are in, or which country, or which community or gender, doesn't matter. Each of us has it. We just have to revive it. We are thinking we are the body, and we have created so many distinctions based on the body. But our true position, our constitutional position is we have an intimate, loving relationship with Krishna. So Narottam Das Thakur sings, Aha Prabhu Nanda Sutta Vrishabhanu Sutta Yuta Karuna Karaha Eva. Krishna Nanda Sutta, you are present with Radharani, the daughter of King Rishabhanu. Now I fully surrender unto you. Please show me your mercy. Narottam Das Thakur is saying, please, I surrender unto you. Please show me your mercy. You are the son of Nanda Maharaj. You're the son of Nanda Maharaj, and you are with Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani, who is the daughter of King Rishabhanu. Without Krishna consciousness, one thinks, I shall protect myself, or my society, my community, or state will give me protection. I have so many protectors. Why should I care for God? Why shall I go to Krishna? Those rascals who have no protection can go to Krishna. But the fact is that unless Krishna gives one protection, one cannot be protected. So this is that Rakhe Krishna Mare Krishna Rakhe Ke. This is what we have to understand. We are thinking, I can protect myself. We are thinking there is no God. We are thinking, no, I don't need God. I'm happy with myself. I can do everything by myself. No. Until and it is evident why sometimes some person who is getting the best of the medical treatment, but yet he dies. How come? He was getting the best medical treatment and he died. Why? What happened? And whereas someone who was almost going to die, but he survived miraculously. What happened? Everything is happening under the will of God. So, and then we will say, oh, yes, I know God can protect. I know he protects. That's why I always pray to Krishna when I'm in trouble. I always, whenever I have some difficulty, yes, I always approach God and I tell him, please give me protection. I always tell Krishna, yes, give me protection. So then we are turning to Krishna when we are in danger. Then why don't we also turn to him when there is no danger? We understand he's the one who's protecting us. How about we also do something for him? We are just taking from him. How about we also show him our appreciation? Right? He's providing everything for us. It's like the child and the father. The father is providing everything for the child. But if the child comes up, gives the father a card, gives the father a hug, and then the father feels very happy. There's a reciprocation of the relationship. There's an acknowledgement, there's a reciprocation. That is what bhakti is. This reciprocation with God, with Krishna. So if Krishna is protecting us, then how about we also serve Krishna? We show our appreciation to him, offer him something. Offer him our devotion. Krishna does not need anything. He needs our devotion, our love. But we can show that by offering him, anything. Krishna says, give me food, flower, leaf, and water. But we don't even only have to stop at that. Not only stop at that, everything, our heart. But we can begin by giving that. We can begin by offering fruit, flower, water, and leaf. By hearing about him, by chanting for his pleasure. Krishna, I'm chanting for your pleasure. Krishna, I'm reading Bhagavatam, hearing from Bhagavatam for your pleasure. Okay. So this is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 7.9.19. Balasya neha sharanam pitarao nirshimha. When Prahlad Maharaj offered prayers to Krishna as Nrsimhadev, he said, my dear Lord, one should not think that because a child has a father and mother, he has full protection. If Krishna did not protect a child, the child could not be protected, even if he were to have thousands of fathers and mothers. Prahlad also says, Nartasya cha kadam udanvati majato no. It is not that a good physician or good medicine can protect one from disease. Suppose a rich man is suffering from some disease and he hires a first-class physician and takes first-class medicine. Does it mean that his life is guaranteed? No. If Krishna does not give him protection, despite good medical treatment and a good supply of medicine, he will die. Similarly, Prahlad continues, one may have a good boat, but this does not guarantee that he will not drown in the ocean. We saw what happened to Titanic. It was a big boat. The builders thought it's never going to be, nothing's going to happen to it. But it capsized. on its maiden journey. So if you do not protect him, he may drown at any moment. Nature offers so many difficulties. And although scientists may try to invent something to check these difficulties in the struggle for existence, unless Krishna gives one protection, one's inventions will be of no use. Our struggle for existence is there because we are all trying to be God. We all want to become God, and in that we are struggling because that is unnatural for us. Unnatural. Kunti Devi knows this, and therefore, although she is the mother of the great warriors, Arjuna and Bhima, she still thinks, although my sons are great warriors, they're not sufficient to give us protection. Nothing can give us protection but your lotus feet. So Kunti Maharani, she understands. She understands. She's not saying, oh, now that my sons have killed all the enemies in the Kurukshetra war, see how Bhima killed all this. The Dhritarashtra's sons, Arjuna killed these great warriors. So I am fully protected. My sons will protect me. No, she understands that the only protection is there at the lotus feet of the Lord. This verse illustrates the position of a surrendered soul seeking the protection of Krishna. So this is how a surrendered soul, a soul who surrendered to Krishna, feels that only Krishna can protect me. If we remain in this position knowing that our only protector is Krishna, and that our only duty is to serve Krishna, then our life is successful. That our only protector is Krishna and our only duty is to serve Krishna, then our life is successful. So, any comments or questions?
Yeah, this last line is so beautiful, that when her kids were so powerful, she knew, like, whole world knew that how powerful Bhima and Arjun, but still she's telling that without your mercy, it is not possible for them also to protect.
Yeah. You know, right. No?
Like we become so proud.
Yeah.
Though we don't even have qualification, but still we think that, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. I'll do it.
Yes.
And though she had so qualified children, still she was not sure. And she wants the protection of Lord, because without that, nothing possible. So I think this is, we are in the Kali Yuga, yeah. So, but this is beautiful line.
Yeah, so there's something we can learn from her. Her prayers are, that's why many devotees recite and study these prayers regularly. And that's the reason Prabhupada, they printed it in a separate book, although they are from Srimad Bhagavatam, because we can really learn a lot from these prayers. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for pointing this out. Kunti Maharani ki jai, Shilpa Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhaktavinda ki jai, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for listening and enjoying.